Hello everybody, today I am making a chamomile infused cold process soap, and I am using some vanilla essential oil and some sweet fennel essential oil to fragrance it. So let's get started. Here are my ice cubes and my lye right here, and I'm going to slowly stir them in. I already put a little bit in. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more. And I'm doing this method inside so that it lowers the amount of fumes. And it's freezing out, so I didn't want to stand outside and do this. Okay, so while I'm letting that clear up a bit, I am going to add my white kaolin clay and my coconut milk powder to, this is all of my oils. And I used a tablespoon of both in this batch size. Let's get this all incorporated. Okay, so now I am going to strain my lye solution just in case there are any lye crystals that are not dissolved. There we go. And I'm going to stick blend this to a light trace because I'm going to be splitting it off into 2 equal parts. And I'm checking for separation, and there still is. This looks like it's at some type of weird consistency. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that good. I think because the lye solution was so cold, when it hit the warmer oils, it thickened them up because they cooled down really quick. Yeah, there it is, it's all fluid again. So my goal here is to make these even because I split my essential oils evenly because the vanilla will discolor. I'll go up to the 400 mark and see where that takes me. All right, so I'll go to the 500 and 500, and now I'll go to the 600. And I'll see if I could go to the 600 on this side. Yep. So the 600 mark is the halfway point, it looks like. Let's work with one of these. So into this container here, I'm going to be adding my vanilla essential oil. And I'm not adding any color to it because I'm guessing this is going to darken to a brown since it is straight vanilla. It's not vanilla extract, it's a vanilla essential oil, which is a slightly different way of getting the vanilla. That smells really good. And this is thickening up really quickly. So I'm not even going to stick blend it because I've made that mistake too many times this week while making soap. So I have this mold today because I was sick of the other one getting the silicone flopping down and ruining my soap shape. So there's that. All right. So let's get this poured in. This looks and smells like vanilla pudding. Well, Now, you know, vanilla essential oil speeds up trace pretty fast. Oh my. This is goofy. All right, let's wipe that off. I'm gonna bang this down as if that helped. And I'm gonna clean off the edges.
4, 5, 6,
If I can.
7, 8.
So, this is still, look how fluid this is compared to that. This is solid. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna use chamomile powder as like a mica line. So I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle this in between the layers. Wow, that was crazy. All right, that's good enough. And I'm going to clean this up a little bit and then mix up my next batch. Okay, now let's hope that this sweet fennel essential oil does not do the same. It could, who knows? Let's see. Wait, let me wipe off my stick or my spatula. No, that's hard. Like, I just wiped it off and it's a solid piece of soap. That's crazy. Nope, that's not going to fit. Okay. Now this is sweet fennel. And I'm not going to stick blend it in. This is starting to thicken up too. It probably has something to do with the way that my oils were still pretty warm and then they kind of got shocked by the cold lye solution. Actually, this is it's thickening up. I could feel it kind of like it'll suction to the bottom of the container when it does that. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it in then. That way it could get into all of these little cracks and crevices. And I don't want to fill it to the top because my other ones are not filled to the top and I want to texturize this. So I think I'm going to leave it at this and then I'm going to pour this in another mold for some samples. Okay, it's been like 20 minutes and I've been waiting for this to harden up enough to do something in the top. So I was messing around with doing some squigglies, that kind of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Oops. Wipe that off. So I think I'm going to make like just some zigzags. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I have some chamomile little flowers here that I'm going to be adding. Just like that. I should turn this like this so I could see the lines. Alrighty, and then I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of chamomile powder right on the same side that those are on. Just for a little bit more pizzazz. Now this is the soap. And I will bring you guys back for the cut. I'm back to cut the soap. I already cut the end off. And now let's see how this goes. And I'm just making sure that I'm not gonna cut off the flowers. There's the little chamomile flower. I guess I could have filled them to the top. I didn't know how deep that mold was. All right, let's see what this piece looks like. Very cool, and I'm guessing this is going to discolor a lot more. I could be wrong. It does. It leaves some drag marks. So I'm not going to do that. See, the top section hardened up a lot. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, a little air bubble. That's okay. This smells really good. Has a bit of a licorice smell, a black licorice smell, because of the sweet fennel mixed with the vanilla, but I don't mind. Very cool. Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and clean these up and stamp them, and then I will bring you back once they completely discolor, which I'm probably going to wait a couple of days to show you that part.